Hello, YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to try and go about this all a little bit different, so it's less editing and obnoxious for myself by just not cutting or wasting time as much as possible. So the plan for today is a little bit smaller than what I have been doing because my previous recording was actually wound up being too long and I had to split it into 2 episodes, and the first episode was half an hour, which is ridiculous. So instead today I'm just going to not go grand and be like, all right, we're going straight into tier 2 today because I still have to set up the weeds farm, and that makes me want to set up this little thing I got planned for today, and then I got to talk about all this. And I'm just going to make my life a lot easier and just do those as their own episode. And then the next one, I'm going to jump into the actual stuff. So I'm going to wind up not going like big jumps between episodes, but I'm going to try and keep the episodes to like 20 or so minutes max. So you're still going to get all the same information, just spread out a little bit more. Make life a lot easier for both of us. So to start off, we're just going to go ahead and start farming up turf. So turf is interesting because it's the green ground here that doesn't have a tooltip, but it's the only thing that doesn't have a tooltip. So like soil is a step away from turf. You dig up the grass with a shovel and you get soil, but it also gives you the turf loose or turf dug item, which is what we want, and you get one or two of them every time you dig. So well, mention that recorder. So we're gonna go ahead and have a robot just the usual tool thing. If your hands are empty, go make that not the case. Well, also this is gonna be kind of like a science tutorial, which is very simple. So we're going to dig in this area, right? Same thing everything always does. There's like a 7x7 centered on wherever you click. But we're going to set this to this area. It's going to be set to the sign. So you do, area. It's default. You click on select the structure. And you click on a sign. And now if I change the sign, it's going to change where they dig. We're going to do this until this box is full. At which point you're going to go to it, and we're going to do it forever. You can go ahead and take my shovel. Enjoy. So you're going to be your digger. And the next one, you're going to do the same thing, but opposite, right? Actually, let me go ahead and get 2 turf on the ground to make my life easier. As you can see, that dug up 2 turf, and plus the one I already put down. So I'm going to have this one. Pick up turf, plant turf, and then turf away. We're going to pick up turf in the signs area, we're going to plant turf in the signs area, and then we're going to put it away. So this, just like usual, we're going to go until your hands are full, do this until your hands are empty. You can't do this till your hands are empty. I guess you can't, right? So I guess to make it skip this, I'll do if else, right? This and then this. So if your hands are not empty your hands. Well, no, that wouldn't work either. I guess this will be fine this way. If it doesn't have anywhere to plant, and it's just gonna move over here. So this is actually already done. Turf planter. Go, enjoy. These are both going to be turf. And then the reason I did that is because I'm going to set up my terraforming guys up top here. So what I would like to have happen is you set up a square tied to a sign, and you have them take whatever's in that area and turn it into turf. So like this big square here, some of this I'm not going to be able to do because I can't fill this in quite yet. I don't have buckets yet. But so I have flowers here, I have grass here, I have berries here, and I have what will be soil once all that's dug up. So it'll look a lot like this area. Well, I had a stick actually. There's a stick in the square too, right? Perfect. So I'm just going to have robots come up and clear out the area, fill in the turf, and then be done, right? So it's going to be super easy. So for that, I'm going to need 1, 2. Yeah, you have to wait. Oh, so slow. All right, so 1, 2, pick up the shovel if hands are empty. I'm going to come up and dig up a bush. Anywhere in the signs area, so set this to the side. give him the shovel. And then, just so he has a place to stop, do this forever, but let him leave it, and then do this forever. So now he's going to go to find the bush and dig up the bush, or fill up his hands if his shovel breaks, until he can't, until this is skippable and this doesn't exist, and then he's just going to wait at this berry storage forever. Going to be berry harvest. I'm going to need one to do the opposite. I need you to come pick up a berry, put them away. List your hands are empty. List your hands are full. Anywhere in the signs area. Be forever, because there's always going to be standing at berry storage either way. So you're going to be berry store. Done. See? Super easy. And then we're going to get into fancy ones for stuff that's actually being used elsewhere, because berries I don't have set up anywhere because I skipped them to go to pumpkins. Grass will kind of be used elsewhere, but I'll deal with that later. For these ones, we're going to pick up a stick. This is also going to teach you how to cheese something. Pick up any sticks in the sign area. The usual until your hands are full or you can't. Instead of just having them drop it off like in here, you could have them go to a sign and drop it off in the sign, but that winds up being buggy, which I'll wind up explaining later, I guess. So now the trick is, well, we all know that these are always going to be within this area, right? I'm going to have you just drop it off here, but I don't want you to drop it off there. But I don't want you to drop it off here either. Because I don't want you to worry about whether or not this is full. I just want you to come down, drop them off, and leave, because this is already being taken care of in this area. I want you to come to stick storage, drop them right on the storage, and then just leave. And then the ones that are already picking up in here are going to just pick them up from where he drops them off, right? We do this forever. And then I want to have him also wait at the berry storage. And now we're going to have to start getting kind of complicated, because A, I have a stick in my inventory still. Somehow. Even though I did drop all, but whatever. Oh, because I just grabbed one out of the box, too. But this I won't be able to just exit out of, right? So this is going to be repeat forever. So what I want to do here is do an if-else. If hands not empty, I'll drop them off. But if your hands are empty, I want you to exit this repeat. See how it's lit up, well, dimmed down, highlighted, low lighted, I guess. The one that it's going to exit. So it's going to exit out of this, and then move to berry storage. And then this is going to be forever. So this, I guess I can still have it exit itself. So if there's no stick, it's just going to do this. So I kind of didn't need to do this, but also like a little bit. Well, because actually, hold on, this will exit only this repeat, right? And then we'll go down to here. So yeah, no, I needed to do this the way that I did. So you're going to be stick store. Fun. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that stick back down, which means he should walk down, grab the stick, and then go down to this box right here. Very slowly. And just drop them there, and because now there's nothing in your hands, gonna go home to this berry storage. Beautiful, perfect. So that's going to wind up being the idea for all this stuff. I'm not going to worry about some of it right now, because I'm going to wind up actually moving this sign, well, the signs area at least, to actually be right here, because I want to fill this in. Like this, I guess. I'll do it. Down. That way I can take care of mushrooms, take care of these bushes, I can take care of all the soil plots, and I'll be able to pick up all the berries. So we're going to keep that like so. And then I need one more robot to deal with what we were doing down here. Oh, of course this robot died. Definitely going to need more chargers. Once my robots get upgraded, it's going to be great. So we need one more robot down here. We grab turf out of this until their hands are full. Or they can't. And I come up and fill in turf in signs area. forever. But if you can't, do this. So we'll just skip over this instead of moving. If hands not full, so it'll keep its hands full, otherwise not worry about it. So if its hands are full, it'll just skip over this and not walk. And then as usual, I want you to have another berry storage. Actually forever. You're going to be a turf filler. No. I'm going to need a couple of chargers for the work area, but I'll deal with that later. Okay. All these are going to take care of themselves, right? So the berry guy is going to come over here, do his business. Beautiful. So I'm not going to worry about all of them right now, but obviously I'm going to need pick up the mushrooms and all that. But right now I'm just clearing out to set up for the weeds for the next section. Which basically, so the idea here, once, well, I guess I don't need to fill these in, right? Hopefully the turf guy just fills these in and doesn't really worry about anything else, because I kind of don't want these to get filled in because they're going to be attack off anyway. Wait. Notice the problem. I didn't actually include him empty his hand, so he put down one and then he kept going, so that's all. But actually, I do want to go ahead and this sign, move its area back to over here, because I don't want it to fill in some of the stuff, just to make my life easier in a minute. Yeah. So I'm gonna take. I need to take this area and have some temporary robots here to get the weeds ready. And go ahead and take a shovel if you don't have one, the usual thing. Then you should go ahead and dig right here. I'm just gonna show you the beauty of signs, right? Once you dig up the turf in, well, actually, hold on. You I guess need to be default like this. Actually, no, I'm gonna do even better because I want to keep the little path area. That's what you dig like that, right? These, if your hands are empty, and then just do this forever. You're temporary anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then once it's done with these areas, I'm just going to go ahead and have them do this one, and then this one, and this one, and whatever. And then fill in with all the weeds. Which means I'm going to do one more. To come up here, take my turf, until their hands are full. This one I can actually do in this square. And I want you to come over down here. And just drop them off. Also going to be temporary, so this isn't important to make this like future-proof. I'll just do this forever. So these two robots are both going to be temporary, so I'm going to name them. I'll remember which one's which just by what's in their hands. Let's see, what else would be good to do? Actually, just go back to the whole signs thing. I'm going to try to keep this real short. So I want to adjust all of these, because some of them are just randomly standing there, to go back to home, which is a thing I didn't set them up for, and to work on the signs area instead of having like a set area, right? Hold on, let me add these guys to our home group. Make that, I don't know, brown. So, alright, pumpkins, I'm gonna start with you. So you, I need your area to be the sign, but I also want you to have a home, right? So you're just gonna go to seed storage. Just like that, right? So it's gonna be able to skip this, and then it's going to exile the repeat loop and go to the next section, but it's going to repeat all this actually forever. So, go. Then pumpkin digger's also stuck, doing the same thing. This, like that. Oh, one thing I forgot. I want to make sure this is set up to the sign. Take this one, make sure you set it to this sign. Go home. Pumpkin harvester, yeah, you're not doing anything. Make sure you set it to the sign. So this is why the sooner you can get stuff, the better, but it's not ridiculously important. I'm gonna have you sit here, I guess, because it's already until something. So when this is full, it's going to move to the thing, and then just repeat this forever. Planters actually already set up right, except for the fact that I want this to be set to the side. I'm not sure that I set the harvester to the side. Let me double check. I think, okay, good. Feed store is going to have to also go to the sign. So at any point, if, say, I went, well, okay, I need more pumpkins, but I can't improve my pumpkins by adding more robots to the mix, I have to just increase the area, right? I just increase the size of the sign. And I don't have to change any of these robots anymore. And any new robots that I add in will be good to go. Super easy. Let's set you also to the sign. Every single one of these robots are set to the signs area, and they're all set to sit at one of these two boxes. I didn't really care which, until they have nothing else to do. And this guy, I have to change so that he does the other areas, because I just don't want to do in the middle, because then I have to refill those in, and that's annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and redo the same thing for trees, because some of them are just standing in dumb spots. So then go to forestry. Log store, you're already set up right, except you need to be set to sign, and so on and so forth, right? Most hit stop, and then edit. I kind of wish there was just a hotkey you could press, but that's fine. Why do I have... You are sitting in a spot that doesn't make sense. You're just waiting. Just waiting, and that's not acceptable. We don't want that. So, exit that. And you're the stump digger, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you just sit closer to the middle, I guess, right? Take these out, move to the tree, seed storage, done. These need to be the same. This to trees. Fine, that is. Work this. Forever. Done. Okay. Real hard to make sure I don't forget anything. I can just go ahead and drop these in the middle here. Or the same. Make sure you're set to the right area. You already have your own exit loop thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and have you there. Same exact robot, so same thing. Tree seed planter. You're already mostly right, except you need to set to the side. Tree seed store. It's the same thing. It's just not set to the side. Real easy peasy. Alright, so my pumpkins and forestry are set up in the way that I plan on having it later. Of course, this guy died up here. I assume the other guy died too, because he's not on. Oh, he's just slow. Alright, so I guess the last thing I want to set up is start getting my next level of robots ready, right? So I really need to start getting these going. I'm going to make the workbenches that I need for them. I guess while that's going, I'll just make a couple more robots. I'm going to have them set up like right here, kind of going down. This isn't really going to expand any, it's just going to get rude. because it's the same workbenches later. Actually, me doing it this way is kind of stupid. I don't need more robots because I'm about to upgrade them all. Alright, so let's make these two and then move on. So I'm actually going to start making these. So bot head, bot bot, and bot drive is how you start making robots from now on, which means you need to make the parts separately, which are slowly happening. There we go, first one done. So this one's gonna be my bot heads. I had myself stand over there. I think I'm gonna do these like this. I'll just do 1, 2, 3, and then I gotta stop doing it like that. Look this way, or this. That works for me. This will be heads. This will be odds, where they can walk between them. Which actually, because they'll already be able to, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Just waiting on logs forever. And my construction guys also aren't set up to this area, so I gotta fix that too. So I'll do that then. Let's see, construction, logs VP. I want you to be set to the construction side. Yep. Same thing here. Because I already set these up right, all I really have to do is change these. And you may notice that because I, oh, hold on. Yeah, so you can set stuff to work on in other places other than just signs, but that's not going to be all that important because those generally set themselves up. But I made 4 of these workbenches, which seems kind of weird, right? There's only the 3 robot parts. But the good news about that is the 4th one is going to be for upgrades, because you can now add upgrades for robots just like I get them. So I have speed upgrade, I get to give them bigger brains so they can get more commands, give them a backpack just like I have, longer lasting battery, bigger search area, and more stuff they can hold in their hands at a time. The good news is these parts actually are all of those upgrades in and of themselves. So that the bot head 1 is these 2 upgrades over the original bot, because you can do all the robots like modularly. And this one is they gain a backpack slot, and they can carry more. This one they're faster, and then I don't know which one is tied to better battery life, but so these robots are better in just every way than the previous ones. So I'm gonna start with making one myself before I even bother like automating it, right? Because some of these are gonna be a little annoying because it's just gonna be a lot of walking because they don't have backpack slots. So here I'm gonna do 1 plank and 1 tree seed. Make a robot head. 1 plank, 1 seed. Boom, done. First robot head. And then I'm gonna need 1 pole and 2 planks. And this is what? 1 plank, 1 pole, 1 log? Yep. 1 plank, 1 pole, 1 log. So I have 1 new robot already made and ready to go. Bam, my first level 2 robot. Level him up, he's got 2 upgrade slots. I also have 4 hand slots like we do, and 1 backpack slot. So this robot is equivalent to us, the player, when we first start out. Because in reality, you only have 2 actual upgrade slots. These 2 are for like super cosmetic things later on. But you get speed and backpack upgrades. That's all you get as a player. So yeah, the Mark 1 robots are effectively the player. But the good news is we got this super fancy robot, so I'm going to use him to start making other robots. I'm not going to fully automate making other robots because I don't want to have a jillion of them, and I don't have a robot storage, I don't think. Yeah, not yet. So this one, a fancy new one, you, using your backpack slot, are going to come take a tree seed and a plank. So I want you to come up and take one tree seed, stow it in your backpack, take one plank, down here drop off your plank, retrieve your item, eat these until your hands are empty. So now it's not going to, it's gonna drop off the item, pull out of his backpack, drop off the item, and then keep going. In this particular regard, you're not saving space, but later on you most certainly will be. And you're just gonna do all of this until your workbench is not empty, so you're gonna make one. Then you're going to move to your workbench and do this forever. So he is now going to be bought heads. Oh, let me go ahead and continue this one. Two things at once here. Let me go. Oh, one important thing I did forget. I don't want you to do that until your hands are empty. I do want you to drop everything, because I just messed you up. So if I pick up these heads, it's going to make another one. I forgot to actually put the acorn in the tree seed. He's got one tree seed, he's got one plank, scoop in the plank, scoop in the tree seed, boom. Robot. Now we're just going to continuously move to here, so if anything happens and I need to move this, always going to move with it. Why I can't move this? Oh, there's a plank down here. That's weird. Not sure how that happened, but I'll just put the plank up here where they tend to be going. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the same thing for the other robots. So I need a pole and two planks. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in here. Pole, planks. Clean out the body, and then a pole, a plank, and a log. Pole, plank, log. Another nice fancy robot. And you might notice, well, you have these robots here. Why you just let them sit there? Well, kind of for a good reason. You'll see. You are going to be pole and two planks. So pole, store, plank. Just grab into a plank. Well, I mean, this is what I was planning anyway, so this is fine. I'm gonna do the same thing. This until your hands are empty. I'm not going to check this because I actually want you to do it until your hands are empty. Repeat until the station is not empty. Then go back to it, and then repeat forever. You're gonna be odds. 1, 2, 3, done. I need to make my very last one of these because then they're gonna be making themselves. And this might require an upgrade because they only have the one backpack slot and they're gonna need two for this. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. So he's going to need first upgrade, which is 1 pole and 3 planks. Here's one of the many reasons why these robots are way better. And you just control right click to equip the new robots with them. So now, this one has 2 backpack slots and 4 hand slots, just like I do, because he has 1 backpack upgrade. So he needs that for the same reason that I do, because he needs 1 pole, stow it, 1 stick, stow it, 1 log, and then come down here, drop off, and retrieve. Do this till your hands are empty forever. Well, not forever. Oops. Until your station is not empty forever. You're going to be bot drives. Perfect. Now these two bots that I made down here, you can move to me. I guess I only want one of you to move to me. Let me do it this way. Separated. Now I'm going to upgrade these. This is a thing that I'm going to be able to set other robots to be able to do. So actually I'm going to wind up making another one of these in a second, but for the same way as you give them the backpack, you can change their actual parts. Even though you can't make the Mark Zero parts themselves, you can get them in this way. So I have this robot here that's still a Mark Zero, right? Now he has Mark 1 legs, Mark 1 head, and Mark 1 body. He's just a Mark 1 robot. And if I wanted to, I can put these pieces together up here, but I'm just going to wind up throwing these away because there's no way to like recycle them without just making new robots, but that defeats purpose because now I can make better ones. So this one, or sorry, this one is going to be my head upgrader. So what he's going to do is going to come pick up bot heads until his heads are full, and he's going to find any robot that's going to be within, and I guess I'm going to give him a sign. Actually, I'm going to start that now. So I'm going to need to make a sign, or I need to make myself a sign. You're going to just be upgrades. You're going to be in max area, doesn't matter where, because you're not going to be linked. I need you, well, back up one of these heads. Head upgrader is going to then find any robot to upgrade within the sign area. Just give them a new head and do this until their hands are empty or they can't. And then just repeat this forever because it's kind of a temporary robot, so it's not going to matter. And the good news is this robot can actually set this up. I have to pause or stop the robots to be able to upgrade them. He does not. He's just going to go ahead and pick up the robot. I'm going to need to make one to also clean up the parts that I'm picking up, which is not that big of a deal. So I'm going to need like 6 temporary robots to upgrade all these. But all of my robots are going to be Mark 1 robots. Oh, and while I'm upgrading all the robots, remember when I set up the tools over here, it was like, okay, these are going to need to be changed. I can do that now. So for instance, I can take this X one and just tell it to stop because it's not going to do anything. And then this guy and just completely restart him, right? So you're going to be actual brute X, not temp. I want you to go get, also in the back here. 1 stone, store, 1 stick. In here, drop them off. Retrieve. Your hands are empty. Get this one out, because I'm not going to use these. And then pick up. And, well, it would be stored, but I need to store it. So, here, hold on. Pick up and then store it. I need a brain upgrade, but that's okay because I can make those now, right? So we just stop this for now. Go ahead and make those, which is 2 poles, 2 seeds, easy. I actually got the 2. These areas that are mostly to upgrade robots. Why is this robot not upgraded? Get upgraded. 2 of them here. These are done. That's cool. But like, where are the bodies? Whatever. I'll take care of itself. There we go. I got 3X, right? I'll shoot over here so I can see you. Bam. And increase the size of your head. Then you got plenty of room. So, let's do all of this once. I'm actually going to set the cleanup first, because it'll make this easier to deal with, right? Watch this part until this is empty. And then you make one. And repeat this forever. So that way, if there's some sort of backup here for whatever reason, it'll do that first. And then, well, that's not the case, it'll start making them, right? So you repeat this till your hands are empty, so you get rid of the stone and the stick. And you empty all this out. And I want you to do this just forever. Let's see then, how am I going to, like, end this, right? Oh, actually, that's easy, hold on. Do all of this until the chest is full. And then I want you to sit there and do this forever. I'm just gonna go empty out the axes, drop it in there. I'm just gonna make a new one because there's no more axes to pick up here. 1, 2. I was gonna go restart the thing, so I was gonna pick up the axe, pop it in the storage. Maybe I should keep this at the bottom. And I was gonna make one, and then yeah, he's just gonna leave one sitting there. See, I am gonna keep this at the bottom here. Otherwise, done. So I just have to do that with all of them. So the crude axe store, you are pointless. I could even have you come up here. Come to me. Pop off your items. Going to go down to nothingness. Run here with the other nothing guys. Maybe from thing, and you're done. Right, so all these do nothing. This one has an item for some reason. I'm just gonna reset all of these and cut all these bots in half. So that's gonna be it here. See you.